resilience, joy, culture, community. Let's explore Juneteenth over coffee. Hello, friends. Welcome back to Exploring Over Coffee. I am so thrilled to finally return to the mic and be here with you today. If you're new here and this is your first time tuning in, I am Alexis Renee, your coffee chat companion. If you're one of my longtime listeners, again, welcome back. Thank you so much for your patience, support, and love over the past year. Your kind messages on YouTube, Instagram, and Substack have meant the world to me. Today's episode is extra special for us, not just because it's marking our return back to the coffee side table, but because it's our opportunity to dive into a celebration of resilience, joy, and freedom. That's right, we are celebrating Juneteenth. So grab your cozy beverage of choice. I'm sipping a bright red hibiscus tea and settle in. Say hi and let me know what you're drinking in the comments. And then let's sit down together to brew positivity as we explore the meaning and magic of Juneteenth. I hope you've been doing well since our last coffee chat in May 2024, if you can believe it. I've been recovering from the effects of a virus. I got sick shortly after that episode that we did in May, and I realized as the days and weeks went on, I still had this energy drag and brain fog and just overall flu-like symptoms that just continued after the course of the virus. I'm not certain if I had COVID or the flu because none of my tests came back positive. I ended up having to go to the hospital for several days. I've seen several specialists without really getting a solid diagnosis on what I've been dealing with. Overall, at the end of the day, I'm dealing with post-viral syndrome, which is when symptoms of a virus continue after you've recovered from the initial active infection. Still uncovering it, still getting to the heart of the issue, but I am just so grateful to finally have my energy, my mental focus, to have my voice at a strong level, and to just have the opportunity to join you again here. While I was away, I was still working hard, dreaming up ideas for our podcast community, and I decided to put together a club space for us on Substack. I really appreciate it because it is a chance for us to connect more closely as a community. I really want our club space to feel like a cozy mix of a digital magazine and a virtual cafe. So check out our new club space. Go to exploringovercoffee.substack.com, and then there you can subscribe to stay connected. I've tried to come back so many times to the mic, you will not believe it. In January, I came up with this idea of episodes on resilience. And around that time, I actually lost my voice. So I was not able to come back at that time. But anyway, I started getting ready for our summer season, and I wanted to initially pick up with the joyful seasonal vibes that we were exploring last year. But I felt a greater calling. I will be absolutely honest with you. I get a lot of inspiration for episodes by looking out into the world around us, and there is so much going on. There's so much going on, and at times it feels very isolating. If you're like me, you want to stay informed, so you open your phone or you turn on the TV or you go on the internet and you look up some news, and it can just feel like you start to question, are you gathering information or are you doing a little bit of a doom scroll at that point? So when I returned to episode planning for our summer series, I decided that I feel like we need to explore that resilience series that I was initially going to open the year with. I think that the timing is wonderful, actually. It actually works out really well because there's a special holiday that is based in the strength that we need to move forward through these times together. It is a time of looking ahead to the future and coming together as a community today and continuing with hope and energy, passion, focus towards what we know is right. So, yes, I am so excited and grateful to open Exploring Over Coffee with an episode on Juneteenth. What a beautiful way to start our summer season. A holiday filled with resilience, compassion, community, and culture. Juneteenth. Let's welcome in this spirit of togetherness and hope by exploring Juneteenth over coffee. I'm going to take you back in time to the Civil War. So on New Year's Day, 1863, President Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation declared freedom for enslaved African Americans held in Confederate states, states that seceded from the Union. Union soldiers had to enforce the proclamation's ruling as they traveled through the South. So they battled the Confederacy, they reclaimed states, and Black people were able to gain their freedom during this process. The Union defeated the Confederacy in May of 1865, but Black Americans in Galveston, Texas were still enslaved. Union soldiers had to visit Galveston, Texas to enforce the Emancipation Proclamation, overcome conflict, and help Black Americans finally fully gain their freedom through the Confederate South. So on June 19th, 1865, 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was enacted, Black Americans in Galveston, Texas gained their freedom. And this was the end of slavery in the Confederate South. I will say this was not the end of slavery in the entire country. The eradication of slavery came with the 13th Amendment, but Juneteenth as a holiday marks the end of slavery in Galveston, Texas, and overall has become a day of celebrating the freedom of Black American people. The word Juneteenth comes from the date that Black Americans gained their freedom in Galveston, Texas, June 19th. This holiday is a day of jubilee, celebration, resilience, freedom, culture, and community. To this day, Black people celebrate Juneteenth across the country and around the world with joyful events and celebrations. So cookouts, parties, parades, educational experiences, events, performances, and good food can be enjoyed on Juneteenth and throughout the week. This is such a rich holiday, a day of remembrance and connection. Let's embrace these words of wisdom from President Barack Obama. On Juneteenth, we celebrate freedom and recommit ourselves to the work that remains undone. We remember that even in the darkest hours, there is cause to hope for tomorrow's light. That's what I appreciate about Juneteenth. You can reflect on how far we as a country and we as a world have come since the 1800s, and we can take a moment to imagine brighter possibilities for tomorrow. We rise and we work toward that every day by being positive, by being hopeful, by being resilient, by embracing change, by moving together, stronger, united together, by exploring with confidence and passion. We become the hope. We become the light. We become the strength, and we move together as one. So now that we have uncovered some history, some understanding of what Juneteenth is all about, let's explore our adventure guidebook for enriching ways to celebrate Juneteenth. Number 1, Juneteenth Journaling. You can reflect on the holiday, its legacy and impact. You can journal on resilience, interview family members about your family's story, and uncover stories of resilience in your people. Number 2, visit a Black museum exhibit. explore an exhibit in person, or take an online tour to learn more about Black art, culture, and history. Number 3, enjoy a dance performance. Dance is storytelling, heritage, and community in motion. This is your chance to enjoy different Black dance genres and iconic performances. If you haven't seen Alvin Ailey's Revelations, I highly recommend it. It is inspiring, just phenomenal. It carries you through the Black experience from slavery to freedom. Every time I see it, I get chills all over, and I've only ever seen it online, so it's my dream one day to see it in person. I included a link to the show in the episode description. Number 4, practice a line dance. So once you finish enjoying your dance performance, it's time to put on your dancing shoes and practice your moves. Take a class or practice a new routine from an online video. Support a Black business. Shop with intention. Check out a Black-owned cafe or restaurant in your community. Number 6, join a local celebration. Attend a festival, a heritage walk, a community day, or a parade to share in the joy. Try a cultural summer recipe. Cook a dish that celebrates African American cuisine and culinary traditions and flavors. One interesting thing that I learned about Juneteenth is that some of the recipes that Black people that we do for New Year's Day can also be incorporated into Juneteenth festivities. So a dish that's popular, you have black-eyed peas and collard greens. You have them on the stove New Year's Eve, and then you eat it New Year's Day to bring health and wealth to your family. So yeah, this is an opportunity if you want to have some collard greens or some black-eyed peas or like a summer salad with black-eyed peas. This is a good chance to bring in some of those positive vibes and energy to your Juneteenth celebration. Number 8, drink something red. Sip on hibiscus, tea, strawberry soda, or a fruity refresher honoring ancestral roots. This is yet another fun fact that I learned about Juneteenth. So the color red is very important for honoring the bloodshed that our ancestors faced in enslavement, resilience and strength of our community and moving forward since slavery, and also connecting to heritage in Africa. A lot of West African countries have the color red as an important symbol. So yeah, it's a very uniting color, very symbolic. So this is something that is represented in foods and drinks, and also in the colors of the Juneteenth flag and the clothes that you wear on the holiday. So when it comes to what you drink on Juneteenth, it could be fruit punch, it could be sorrel, red soda, cherry limeade, hibiscus tea. It's a chance to get creative with color and enjoy a really bright and enriching red drink for Juneteenth. Enjoy a red dessert. Again, highlighting the importance of the color red for Juneteenth. There's so many delicious red desserts to try. Red velvet cupcakes, cherry pie, strawberry shortcake, or red fruits. Read a book on Black history or culture. Choose a nonfiction work, memoir, or novel that deepens your understanding. If you're looking for a new read to add to your list, here's one from our Exploring Over Coffee bookshelf. We Are Each Other's Harvest, Celebrating African American Farmers, Land, and Legacy by Natalie Baszile. I'm really enjoying this book so far. The author's really carrying us through stories of Black American farmers following enslavement, how land ownership has taken such determination through racist practices that have stripped a lot of Black farmers from their land. It's also a really good reminder to shop local, support your local farmers, support diverse farmers, and if you enjoy, and to add that to your list of hobbies, practice growing a food. That's something that I'm going to add to my list. So yes, that is a book that you can check out from Exploring Over Coffee's bookshelf. Enjoy poetry. Read or listen to Black poets, past and present, from Langston Hughes to Amanda Gorman. Play empowering music. Create a Juneteenth playlist filled with soul, hip-hop, gospel, R&B, and freedom anthems. There's so many powerful messages in music. Hopefully this is a way to inspire your morning, listening to music that really lifts your soul and encourages a brighter way of thinking. Learn about the Juneteenth flag. Explore its powerful symbolism and how it represents Black liberation and hope. Support a Black-led organization. Donate or volunteer with a Black-led school, museum, community organization, or wellness center for Juneteenth. Host a cookout. Invite friends and family for food, music, storytelling, and cultural sharing. Explore freedom-coded crafts. I encourage you, learn about quilting, learn about weaving, even hair braiding, about how these were used as tools to help Black people escape from slavery and the continued use that they have in storytelling and expression and cultural unity today. Send a Juneteenth greeting card. Send your friend a greeting card or a warm message of reflection to wish them a happy Juneteenth and start of the summer. Create a commemorative collage. Use images, quotes, and colors that represent resilience, freedom, and joy. And then last but not least, indulge in soulful self-care. Take time to show love to your hair, to your skin, to stretch, to breathe. This is also an opportunity for more creative expression centered around rest and identity. Take out your journal or writing device for our weekly writing session. Here are 2 prompts to reflect on for Juneteenth. Number 1, if you were to write a message of thanks to your ancestor, what would you say? Take a moment to write this letter out and also identify what parts of their legacy live on in you. Number 2, in what ways have you witnessed or inherited resilience in your life, family, or community? How can you honor that strength today? Every year that I celebrate Juneteenth, something new stands out to me, and the meaning just really connects with where we are as a people, where I am in my life, and how I want to help move the world forward. So this year it was the importance behind the red foods and drinks, especially the drinks, since, we love a good coffee chat. It is so beautiful how something as simple as a glass of hibiscus tea can carry so much importance. It represents strength and sacrifice and heritage and resilience and freedom and joy and passion and action and determination. Just wow, it is a beautiful thing. Knowing that just taking a pause, being intentional with what you drink and using that as a moment of gratitude, reflection, and dreaming for the future. It keeps the spirit of Juneteenth alive. It is an opportunity to connect with that hope. It's a chance to pour into yourself with that same compassion and focus. And it gives you the strength and resolve to carry that spirit into your days, to help brew positivity for other people in your life, to encourage and uplift them, and to connect together, past, present, and future, into a brighter tomorrow, a tomorrow that our ancestors did not see, a tomorrow that we may not see, but we know exists. It is a beautiful strength. It is a wonderful energy. So yes, thank you so much for sitting down here with me today and embracing all things Juneteenth. And I wish you a wonderful rest of your coffee break and a wonderful rest of your Juneteenth celebration as we step into the summer season. Drop a red heart in the comments if you love today's conversation, and share this episode with a friend, someone who's looking for a little boost for their day. I am wishing you a warm, inspiring, and joyful week ahead. And until next time, remember to brew positivity and make life an adventure.